Hi. Today I wanted to talk about beet kvass, and so far I started to make 4 jars of it right here to show you guys. I'll usually make really large batches of it, and if you don't know, beet kvass is really popular in European countries, and then other countries around the world make similar kind of fermented drinks like this too. And the great thing about beet kvass is it's like taking a really strong probiotic. So instead of running to the store constantly to buy probiotics, which are great, you can also do this. And it's actually more beneficial because you're going to get more strains of different bacterias, and you know, it's better than anything that's homemade anyways. So for these I got them started, and I did a large beet chopped up into cube sizes this big, and I put them all in, and so you just kind of want to fill it at the bottom, and then you want to do a tablespoon of sea salt in each. Actually I did it in all of them except this one. So you're going to do one really large beet, or else, you know, a couple medium ones, and then a tablespoon of sea salt. And then also, if you have whey, that's really good for fermenting, so you can do 1/4 cup of whey powder, but I don't have any right now. So what I'm going to do in place of the whey is I have an older batch that I did, so it's good to inoculate it, and so it'll help with the potency from the old batch to help with the new growth of bacteria in these ones starting. So what I'll do is just do like 1/4 cup per batch. It's nice if you have an old batch to use, but if you don't, you can definitely do the whey powder. And if you don't have either, it's okay, you can just do the salt. They'll still ferment, and you'll still get the healthy bacteria from them. So that's it. I got my beets, I got my salt, you know, whey or 1/4 cup of your old batch. And then the rest you just want to fill with water all the way to the top. And then what you're going to do is you're going to sit these out on the counter and leave them for a week or 2. And just by sitting there, they're going to ferment, and the bacteria is going to grow. So when you eventually, when it's ready after a week or 2, you'll stick it in the refrigerator, and it'll stay for, you know, quite a while. And then usually what you would do is do like a 1/2 cup to a cup a day, maybe split it up into 2 half cups. And it's a great way to get your probiotics, especially if you're, you know, sick or you've been on antibiotics. It's a good way to replace the good bacteria back in. Even if you're not sick, it's good to do. It's good for your immune system, good for your gut. And what the bacteria does is it will colonize into your colon wall, and it'll spread and you know, multiply. So it's going to help with a stronger immune system, stronger gut function. They do a lot of things. So that's it. Basically what I'm going to do now is I'm going to fill all these up, and I will put a lid on them and make sure there's no beets floating, otherwise mold can grow on them. So as long as they're down at the bottom, they're good. And I'll just leave them on the counter. You don't want to stick them in the fridge, because once you stick them in the fridge, they won't multiply anymore. The bacteria will stop growing. So just leave them on the counter for a week or 2, and then stick them in the fridge afterwards. And then you'll have, you know, healthy probiotics for, and they're a lot cheaper than anything you would buy in the stores. So I hope this helped, and hope it works for you, and it actually tastes really good. You'd be surprised. It's a good addition to, you know, your daily health. Take care, and I will talk to you again in the next video.